Hello and welcome to Seraphonite Visions. I have been absent from my channels for a very long time, and I have been actually going through a transformation myself, which is really interesting. It's a very spiritual transformation. I've always been spiritual, but I'm getting more and more into it. Now, this full moon that is coming up is actually going to be a transformative energy for almost everybody out there. A lot of things are going to be changing for you. But before we get into that, I'm just going to say I am actually opening up 2 channels. The reason I'm opening up 2 channels is because I'm going to focus one channel solely on tarot, and the other channel is going to be focused on other things of my interest, but I'm actually hoping that other people will find it interesting too. It will be a more spiritual channel. It will also be looking at doing spell work for those that are interested in doing spell work. And I will be chucking in the odd pick a card reading like today's reading. So that being said, let's get into this full moon. So this full moon is in Taurus. Now, it's an interesting full moon because it is a partial eclipse and a blood moon. Now, blood moon isn't as scary as what people think it is. Basically, a blood moon gets its name because of the light that is reflected from the sun onto the moon during the eclipse. That makes it have a reddy tinge. So it's actually not blood pouring down or anything like that. It's actually quite harmless, and it's very interesting if you're interested in astrology or even just astronomy or anything like that, or just seeing how beautiful it is. I'm really looking forward to it. It is on the 19th of November, which for me is tonight. For many of you, it will be early in the morning. So this is the longest partial eclipse of the century, and this will be one of the few times that this will happen. I think the next one will be a couple 100 years away. I can't remember exactly. I may get that wrong. But what it is going to happen is this energy that is created is a push and pull energy. We are in Scorpio season. So right now, the moon in Taurus is on Scorpio's axis, which means that there is a push and pull that is being created. And from that, we will see a lot of truths come to the surface. We'll see a lot of lies be revealed. And it's also going to create massive transformations for a lot of people. Now, this energy is going to continue until around July 2023. Basically, we're planting the seeds now for what is going to happen in the future. Relationships will definitely be taking center stage, and for a lot of people it is also about the relationship within yourself. So when I say relationships, I don't just mean personal relationships, I mean family and like I said, yourself as well. Now, when working with this eclipse, if anyone wants to work with it, I highly recommend writing a letter to the universe. Now, when you write this letter, I want you to focus on what is holding you back personally and where you want to grow. Also write your strengths in there as well, because you're sending this letter off into the universe. You just don't want to point out your faults. You want to point out the good things that you want to strengthen and keep as well. So put your intentions in this. Put your intentions about what you want to release, what you want to grow, what you want to keep, and burn it and send it off into the universe. And that will help you with your transformation and transformative energy. Okay, so now on to the pick a card reading. Okay, so we have our 3 boxes here, like we usually do. Now, inside the boxes is actually our tarot cards. Now, box number 1, we have a rose quartz, our little clarification cards. These are our oracle cards, and this here is our lovely box. And inside our box, are our tarot cards. So that is box number 1. If you wish to pick box number 1, that is for that one. Box number 2, we have the yellow calcite. These are our clarification cards, our oracle cards, and our box with our, oops, I think I've got it the wrong way, tarot cards in them. So this is box number 2. Box number 3, we have a selenite heart. These clarification cards, our oracle cards, and our tarot cards with our box. So just take a minute just to think about which one you want. If you feel drawn to more than one, you are welcome to pick both. But otherwise, it's time to choose 1, 2, or 3. Welcome reading number 1. So you've chosen this box with the rose quartz. Now rose quartz is about self-love, it's about love, it's about bringing clearing pain, emotional pain away, and it is also really good for the heart chakra. So that is your crystal. Now we have your little cards in your beautiful box. Okay. Box number 1. Let's see what your energy is. What is your overall energy for box number 1? What is the overall energy for this partial lunar eclipse of box number 1? What is the overall energy, box number 1? What is the overall energy? Okay, so King of Pentacles. So that is your overall energy right now. Some of you may be an earth sign, some of you may be focused on family, you may be focused on finances, or just work in general, whether it be work within yourself or work with a family, or work as in career work. So, and down the bottom we have the Emperor. So the Emperor can represent an authority figure. It can also represent, I do have a big feeling that this is work related. So a lot of you, this is about work. However, like I said, it could be other things that could be happening. The Emperor can also represent family as well. So it may be a focus on family and work, or it may be just a focus on just one thing. So let's have a look at your, what is your challenges with this lunar eclipse? What are the challenges for this lunar eclipse? All right, we have, that's too many. What are the challenges for this lunar eclipse? What are the challenges for this lunar eclipse for box number 1? Okay, so that's too many, I believe. I just want to, Spirit, please just. Okay, so your reading has taken a very strange turn. I had 3 cards like literally fly out of my hand. Now they had been giving me 3 cards over and over again, and I hadn't been accepting them, but it flew out, and then my video actually stopped. So I'm going to accept these 3 cards because I feel like this is a very important message to you. Now we have the Hierophant, the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. Now, this is what is troubling you right now. And what seems to be troubling you is your decision and what to do about your decision. I feel like you are very much torn between following the rules and doing the right thing and moving forward into a direction which you don't know and you're unsure of, which could lead to a situation where you may have to ask for charity. So I feel like a lot of you are very much stuck between 2 worlds. Now, we have the 6 of Swords. Now, 6 of Swords is sailing onto unknown territory, but it is also very much about going from rocky waters into calmer shores. So I believe whatever decision you will make will be the right decision. And that is the overall message here. No matter what decision you make, it will be the right decision. But you are very much torn between the 2, like following what is right and what is tradition and what is the authoritative sort of way of doing things. And it's quite interesting because we have like this owl lecturing, what looks like lecturing or educating this young girl, and we have the moon in the background, and we are about, you know, because this is being done on the full moon lunar eclipse. So this is like a decision that is being made now. This is very transformative energy right here. Well, this is transforming. You are moving forward. You are changing. Things are changing for you. And you may not have a choice in what direction this is taking you. But see, the anchor always symbolizes hope. So I believe that you do have hope in whatever decision you are making. And I feel like you are leaning more towards this whole charitable, like you're hoping that the universe will give back to you because you have given so much to the universe in making this decision. Now, I don't know whether it is a choice between changing jobs, leaving a job, or what have you, but I feel like it is, you're choosing to walk away from this Hierophant into what could be very precarious waters. And you're hoping that the karma will come back to you that you have given out to the universe. So it's quite an interesting story that we have. And maybe that's why you are focused on, you are the King of Pentacles, because a lot of your focus is on work. So I do believe that this is, for a lot of people, this is a work reading. Now, it could also be a relationship reading, because a Hierophant can represent a marriage. And tradition. So you could also be walking away from a family situation or a relationship. So there are a couple of scenarios that are happening right now for a lot of you that have chosen box number 1. Okay, so what are the positive things that are coming to you with this eclipse moon? What are the positive things that are coming to you from this eclipse moon? All right, so we have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is actually a really positive card. 9 of Pentacles to me is about having everything that you want, being an individual and standing up for yourself, being strong within yourself. So there may be a focus on yourself, which is interesting because this lunar lutation is about also working on yourself. So a lot of you will be working on yourself, and we have a blue bird. So I feel like there is a message here for you. There's also fruitfulness. So there may be positive things coming in for you that are unexpected. So these are a lot of the positive things coming in. Like it could be, you could have things coming in spiritually, you could have things coming in intellectually, or you could have things coming in financially, but you do have things coming in. Now, it isn't quite the 10 of Pentacles, but it is still very good if we are looking at finances. However, this is about very much yourself and building yourself up. Okay, so how to overcome these challenges. How you overcome these challenges. Okay, we have Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles is in reverse. Just want any other cards to let me know how to overcome these challenges. How do we overcome these challenges? Page of Pentacles usually is about planting seeds. But the fact that it's in reverse means that the seeds that have already been planted, you already have the knowledge and the ability to already overcome these obstacles. I think it's just a matter of just utilizing this seed that had been planted in the past and maybe helping it grow more. Like maybe it hasn't grown. So I'm going to clarify that eventually, but I just want to see if there's any more cards. All right, sorry. We have Judgment in reverse. So Judgment can also be karma. When it's in reverse, it does mean rebelling. So I don't know whether you're rebelling. Yes, actually it would be right, because I'm very confused right now. But it's kind of like going against, and this could be going against what your boss wants, or going against breaking this tradition that is here. Oh, that's interesting that the Emperor fell out. I didn't even see that. Going against the boss, going against the Emperor. There's so many ways that we can actually look at this. It's quite an interesting, Queen of Swords is using logic. Queen of Swords is also intuition, using your intuition, looking forward, using your knowledge. So I feel like there is a break in tradition. There is a break in what you would normally do. Like a lot of you are breaking the rules, not necessarily rules, but you may be breaking away from what you would normally do. Like I feel like a lot of you would normally go with the authoritative sort of figures, but you are breaking away, and this is the advice, sorry. The advice is to break away. So they're telling you to leave this situation. They're actually recommending to leave this situation. That's interesting. So that is actually the advice. They don't believe that this Hierophant situation is the best situation for you. This marriage, this authoritative figure is the best for you. So actually guiding you to walk away from it. That's actually really interesting. Yeah, I will clarify that later. Okay, so what will happen if you walk away and follow this advice? What will happen if you walk away and follow this advice? What will happen if you walk away and follow this advice? What will happen if you walk away and follow this advice? What happens if you walk away? Oh, wow. Okay. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a massive change. Things are changing. Now, I have seen this in the Seven of Pentacles, which is growth. There will be a growth happening, and the Lovers. So if this is a divorce, if this is a separation, you may find yourself in a new romance. That's for those that are in leaving a marriage or leaving a romantic situation. For those that aren't, you may find love. You know, so Lovers isn't necessarily about love. It could also be about self-love. It could also be about finding your inner happiness. So for those that aren't interested in romantic relationships or aren't You could find a pairing that works really well for you. So you may find happiness in other areas. You may find happiness within yourself. There may be a lot of personal growth here. Like, it's actually really great and really positive. So their recommendation is definitely to walk away. We have justice at the bottom, which means that everything is actually going to balance out and be okay. And that's what they're trying to tell you. This is actually a really great reading. So a lot of you that were on the borderline about deciding what to do about a situation, if you decide to follow your guides and walk away towards this risky, unknown venture, it's actually going to be very positive for you in the end. There is a lot of personal growth coming in, and a lot of strength coming in. Okay, now that seems to be everything. I'm just going to, I feel like I need to clarify this area because it's quite interesting. I don't quite understand the Page of Pentacles or Judgment or Emperor in reverse, but I think I do, but I want to clarify it for you. So please clarify the Page of Pentacles. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. All right, Page of Pentacles is clarified with Page of Wands. And that is actually in the upright. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. So this is all about intuition. So they're actually advising you to use and follow your intuition. You actually have great intuition. You have the Ten of Swords down the bottom. So just beware of someone that may try to betray you. Just be careful in this regard. So use your intuition. Your intuition is right. Your intuition is protecting you from this betrayal. So whoever this person is that you are thinking about walking away from, like I said, if it is a relationship, your intuition is telling you that this is the right decision to make and to break away, because what you are in is not good for you. So that's actually really great and, like I said, very interesting. And once you do, it will actually give you a lot of positivity. There's a lot of good things coming in for you. Now, I just want to get an oracle card just to, Spirit Others, is there any advice that you would like to give box number 1? Any advice you want to give box number 1? Any advice for box number 1? Any advice for box number 1? Any advice for box number 1? Okay, we have, no, it's too many. Any advice for box number 1? Any advice for box number 1? Any advice for box number 1? Oh, too many again. All right, last time. Any advice for box number 1, please? Just one card. Spirit, please. Have one card for box number 1 to advise them. Keep giving me too many. All right, we're going to take this, chop wood, and here and now. Okay, so your advice is chop wood and here and now. Like, chopping wood is letting go of things and here and now. And then we have to be fair. Now, to be fair is finding balance in things. So I'm just going to read. So chop wood is about letting things go that you do know that no longer serve you. And it's going to be hard work, because chopping wood is hard work. But once you chop the wood and do the hard work, you actually get satisfaction out of it. So here and now. So this is you stuck in the past, but not moving towards the future. So what they are actually saying is you are stuck in the here and now, and you do need to focus on the here and now and not worry too much about the future. Just go with your gut instinct and go with the flow. Don't think too much about the past and don't think too much about the future. Everything will actually turn out for the best. So overall, very positive reading for box number 1. I hope this has helped in making a decision. Before I go, I just want to see what will happen if you choose not to follow the advice. What will happen if you choose not to follow the advice? Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. You have the Page of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, and down the bottom we have 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands, 5s are about regret. Let's have a look. Page of Cups is a wish. Page of Cups is wishing on things, but it came after 5 of Cups. So you may... It's not completely about regret, because you do have the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords can be really positive, and I do take this as a good thing. But I feel like there is some regret here. And I feel like you're unlocking something or locking something. Because we have the key there, and we have, it's like it's in his mind. Like you're locking something away. If it is a romance, if you're leaving someone for someone else, I just put this out there. This obviously won't resonate with anyone. Maybe there will be regrets about not choosing that direction or not choosing that person. It's not completely negative, but it's not as nice as the outcome here. It's not a bad outcome. I feel like you lose something. You're losing out on something. And there are regrets. Which is probably why you are divided between these two situations. So if you decide to go with the Hierophant situation, which like I said, could be a marriage, could be work related or whatever, and decided to stay in it, there are regrets. And losses. It's like you lose something, but I need to clarify. Please clarify 5 of Cups for me. Please clarify 5 of Cups for me. Please clarify 5 of Cups for me. Please clarify 5 of Cups. All right. The Empress. Please clarify 5 of Cups for me. Empress is actually a really good card, so please clarify. Page of Swords, which is interesting because I think we have, no, it's Page of Cups. 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. All right, so if this is a love situation, you may regret missing out on this other person that is an Empress. There is a 4 of Cups, which is once again regret. But the Page of Swords, it's like you decided too quickly. I don't know, it's an interesting, there are definitely regrets. I feel like this regret is over this Empress. Now, the Empress doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Like, that's if it's in a relationship. Could also be a personal growth. I don't know. I just keep getting regrets. It's not a bad thing though. It's not completely bad decision. I want to clarify Page of Cups. Please clarify Page of Cups. Please clarify Page of Cups for me. Please clarify Page of Cups. Yeah, 6 of Cups. So it's like, and then we have the 7 of Cups, and then we have 7 of Pentacles. So we have 2 7s. Definite regrets, looking in the past. And then we have Ace of Swords. Please clarify Ace of Swords. Oh, that's good. Ace of Swords is the 10 of Cups. Please clarify Ace of Swords. Please clarify Ace of Swords. Please clarify Ace of Swords. Please. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So if it's a work situation, so we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Cups, which is, to me, very much focused on family. You could be divided between family and work. That's the other decision. And if you chose the family, that's actually a really positive choice, because we have the 10 of Cups. But then we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which is a lot of your work that you put out there has gone astray. It's quite interesting because the 10 of Cups is a lot of happiness. But then we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is very interesting. Okay, I'm just going to clarify a bit more. Strength, and we have... Sorry, that was there, wasn't it? Strength and... 10 of Wands, burdens. Wow. So you're still divided even after. Okay, so I'm getting a clearer message now. And we have the Devil, which is still temptation. So even after you make the decision to stay with the Hierophant and the Emperor, you still are divided. So that's why there are regrets, because it's like you're very much still divided even after making this decision. And I feel like there's a lot more burdens on you, and you need a lot more strength in order to overcome things. So it's a very complex situation. Once you make this decision to stay here, it makes things more complicated for you. I feel like if you chose this direction, in about 6 months' time, you'd want another reading to clarify whether this direction, because I feel like you would then still make a decision. It's like, did I choose the right decision? Can I go somewhere else? So even after you make that decision to stay with the Hierophant and the Emperor, like these authority figures or this marriage or this situation, you still are divided. But if you make the decision to walk away, you actually are very happy. But for some reason, it's a really hard decision for you to make. Overall, the guides are still saying just take it one day at a time. Don't stress too much about things. Everything will fall into place when the time is right. It is a very... It feels very scary and unsure. What you are going through is quite an unsure feeling that is right now. Personally, I would follow your guides, but I'm not here. I'm not in your situation. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's up to you in the end and what you decide to do. I can only give you advice, and it doesn't seem that bad, either decision. But I hope this has helped, and I hope you can help you clear up any issues that you might have and make any decisions for your future and the situation that you are going through. Okay, and I will talk to you later. Hello and welcome to your reading box number 2. Now, you chose the box with yellow calcite. Yellow calcite is actually the stone that is good for self-confidence. When it comes to the chakras, it is actually good for the solar plex, which is very good for what, like I said, self-confidence. It is good for wealth. It is good for creating happiness and positivity in relationships. So overall, a really nice positive stone that you have chosen. Okay, now we have our cards. Now these cards are not your typical cards. They're called Lenormand cards, and yeah, so we're going to be using them. And of course we have our mermaid deck. Now our cards are my dark wood tarot. I love my dark wood. And of course we have our box. So let's see what your overall energy is, box number 2. What is your overall energy, box number 2? What is box number 2's overall energy? Okay, so what have we got? We have the Wheel of Fortune changes. Wow, which is really interesting because we, as I talked about in the intro, we are actually going through transformative energy. So there's a massive change that is coming up for you. You guys are going to be feeling this a lot, whether or not you are making it happen within yourself or actually it is happening without you choosing. There is actually a massive transformation. This is actually really great and positive card. So let's talk about what the eclipse will bring for you. What lessons do you need to learn from this lutation? What do you need to learn from the full moon? Okay, so we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So 6 of Pentacles in reverse maybe could be about, and we have 10 of Swords. So this could be a situation where someone has taken from you. Now, just understand that situations can be reversed, so you could have also taken from them. There could have been a betrayal. There could have been some type of underhandedness going on. We'll find out why now. So this is actually a lesson for you. I will find out why this lesson is taking place. Why is this lesson taking place for box number 2? Why is this lesson taking place for box number 2? Ooh, too many cards. Why is this lesson taking place for box number 2? Why is this lesson taking place for box number 2? Why is this lesson taking place? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is very positive cards, but this is also about family. It is also about financial stability. It is about protect what you have. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead because I'm looking at the Queen of Swords, and I feel like she is protecting this 10 of Pentacles, like she's protecting this family. I feel like a very closed off energy where she is in a protective. This could be you. Now, just remember that energies can be masculine and feminine, but it does not necessarily mean that you are any of those genders. It could be anyone really. It's just the energy that is there. We also have the King of Wands. Now, I feel like this could be a situation where possibly separation has taken separation has taken place, possibly, and we have the 8 of Swords there. There is a lot of, wow, a lot of very hurtful betrayal energy here. So this is you taking back your strength. Wow. This could be you protecting your family from the past, protecting your family from King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is an energy. It could be a fire sign, like I said. It could be male or female. It does not have to be any particular gender. But this person, it comes across as very strong. They're very sexual. They're very controlling. This isn't a negative. There are a lot of positives about the King of Wands as well. They can be very intuitive, and it can be very passionate. Now it depends on the situation, but when he's crossing the Queen of Swords, I believe that this is a major situation that is playing out between the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, where this Queen has cut off the energy from this King and said, you can't touch my 10 of Pentacles. Like, leave me alone, leave me and my family alone. You're protecting this energy. And like I said, it could be male, female, whatever gender you identify as. There, it's just a lot of protective energy. It's also made you very depressed and has given you a lot of regret. Like, there is a lot of protection there. You feel like you need to protect, and this is why you're in the Six of Pentacles energy, because there has been a betrayal in the past from this situation. It's actually really, really a lot of pain right there. I'm getting that this is a relationship. So I don't believe that this is a work situation. It could be a work situation where you have been betrayed by your boss or by an authority figure or someone that believes they're authoritative. But I'm getting more for majority of you. Obviously, there are different stories and scenarios that may take place that someone has been betrayed by someone else, or feel like they have been betrayed, and they have there has been a loss that they are protecting now, and they're protecting now their family and what is theirs. Okay, so what we are going into is what... Okay, that's just fallen out. Knight of Swords. I'll see whether it falls down again, because I haven't even asked the question. What can you gain? What are you gaining from this full moon eclipse? So, wow, tower moment. This is a massive tower moment. This is very transformative energy. Towers can be seen as bad, but they can also be seen as good. Now, we have the Ten of Wands down the bottom. Now, Ten of Wands is burdens. This is like everything has been building up to this moment where this tower has collapsed. So whatever you have been going through, it's finally going to collapse. This is a big moment for you during this time. All right, what will you gain from this eclipse? All right, so we have Lovers. Wow, so good things coming in romantically. It could also be good things coming in regards to lovers. Do not necessarily have to be lovers necessarily as in romantic love, but it could also be self-love, etc. So there is a positive news in regards that someone is there for you. I have the Five of Wands down the bottom, so they're there defending you. They are defending you. There is someone there that is protective of you. This could be a spirit guide. This could be a real life person. This could be just family, friends, or whatever. But there is someone that is very protective of you. Possibly a Knight of Wands, which is really, really nice energy. And they're going to give you a bit more stability. They're going to make you feel like you're safe and secure again, which is really nice. So very good energy there coming in for you on the positive note, but we have a massive transformation here that is taking place. Just be aware of that. So moving forward, you're going to be moving forward. A lot of you are moving forward from this situation. I don't really feel like I actually need to clarify, because I feel like this is very cut and dry about what is going on. But I'm just going to see if there's anything else that the guides would like to tell you in regards to this situation. So we do have 36, which to me looks like a bridge. So there is a massive crossing of a bridge situation, which means that things Oh, and possibly in the future, I don't know how far in the future, there is possibly marriage on a card. So don't give up on love. There is something positive coming in for you once you cross that bridge, once you get over this Tower moment. If this is a relationship, you are definitely on the right path. Now, this is really interesting because I wasn't sure why they got me to choose the Mermaid deck tarot, because the Oracle, because this is often a relationship oracle cards, and I couldn't understand it because the other cards didn't seem to make sense to me, and it's not usually something I would pair together. So I'm just going to see what advice they have for you. Okay, so 3 cards. Do I want these cards? Yes. Okay, so we have Coral's Wisdom, we have Honor the Masculine, and we have the Present. Okay, let's have a look at this. Down the bottom we have, yep, crossing waters. So things are changing. Things are definitely changing for you. Massive transformations. You are crossing a bridge. There is a, wow. Okay, so we have the Present. Now it's interesting because we have a key there, which means that you hold the key to the situation, you hold the key to your life, you hold the key to your future. But at the moment, they want you to live in the present, and they want you to value what you have now. Honor the Masculine. I feel like majority of you are women dealing with men because we have Honor the Masculine. Now, if you are a man listening to this, it means like hold your own strength within yourself. Be strong and you will be fine. Now, this strength is for the woman as well, or whatever gender you are drawn to, or whatever gender you identify with. There is a wonderful man coming into your life. Also, embrace your masculine energies to the regard where you can be strong in yourself. You do not necessarily need to be a man or a woman in order to honor your masculinity. You can be just strong in that. And then, of course, Coral's Wisdom, which is really the opposite. So it's talking about fragility and delicacy, which is actually the opposite. So you have a masculine and feminine energy right here. But to me, also, Coral is a community and working together. There are other people out there willing to help you, and to help you. You don't have to close yourself off completely. Let people help you. There's a community of people that are there for you and that are willing to support you and love you and honor you. And this is the other reason is 6 of Pentacles is in reverse. That's when it's this way, it's about charity sort of thing. But when it's a reverse, it's kind of like not accepting charity, and closing yourself off to that. And we have the closing yourself off to it as well. So it's like you're not accepting charity as well, but open yourself up to that so that you are willing to accept the charity that is coming in. People are there for you and willing to help you out in any situation. No matter what that situation is, whether it is romantic, family, friends, work-related, or whatever it is, just allow people to be there for you and let yourself, and this is very much for anybody, allow yourself to open up to things, allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to accept help. And this doesn't make you less masculine either to the masculine people out there. This does not make you less masculine accepting help. In fact, accepting help can actually be a strength in itself. You will get past this. Just live in the present and live each day as it comes. There, you have the key to the future. You hold the key to the future. So I hope this has helped some of you out there, and I hope you have a great week. Even though it is a tower situation, this is the thing about towers is towers can be rebuilt. So no matter what the situation is in this regard, even though it might feel like things are crumbling around you at the time and feel negative, this is just a bridge. you're gonna cross this bridge eventually, and there's a massive transformation coming your way. It's actually really, really positive. The Wheel of Fortune is you creating, and this is why you hold the key. You hold the key to your future. Anyway, I hope this has helped box number 2, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you. Hello, box number 3. Okay, so you have chosen the selenite heart. Now, selenite is named after the goddess Selena, which is the goddess of the moon. It has a lot of feminine energy, and it actually is really great for healing. It's one of the few stones that don't need to be cleansed. It can actually cleanse itself, and it can actually be helped to cleanse other stones. I love this stone. I love selenite in general. Now, selenite, real selenite, is actually different from this. This is a selenite. It is known as selenite, but it's a form of gypsum, which is just the way they're very closely related, but they have the same properties, and it has a beautiful energy, a beautiful cleansing energy. So for those, this is actually really good for your crown chakra. So for those that are interested, that is selenite. Now we have your clarification cards and your oracle cards. Okay, let's have a look at these cards. Okay, let's see what your energy, what is the energy for box number 3? What is the energy, overall energy for box number 3? Okay, so we have, what is this one? We have Page of Wands. So some of you may be a fire sign, some of you may just be feeling very energetic at this stage, or feeling like something is starting. Some of you may also be spiritual. Some of you just may be very fired up in general. So there's quite a lot of aspects to the Page of Wands. You may be learning something new. Actually, really nice energy overall. So great energy overall. Now let's see what this new moon has in store for you in regards to lessons. What lessons do you need? Sorry, not new moon, full moon. See what does the full moon have in store for lessons for box number 3? What are the lessons for box number 3? Lessons for box number 3. Lessons for box number 3. Lessons. Okay, so we have quite a few cards here. Am I going to take them? I want to say yes. So many though. We have the 8 of Wands. So a lot of you, all right, I'm going to take them. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like, 9 of Pentacles is individuality. It is like personal strength. It is personal growth. It is happiness, contentment, but it's in reverse. So I'm feeling like right now, one of the lessons is about you, about yourself as an individual. Something you've been through. You have the Star in here as well. So it's like hope, but it's like hope in reverse. It's like you were hoping to achieve something, but you haven't achieved something. You haven't achieved something that you thought you would. Now this has put you in a kind of, this is one of your lessons. So Knight of Swords is your intellect, your intelligence. It's like, maybe study, maybe this is in regards to a study situation. Strength, there's also strength there. I mean, it's an interesting energy. We also have the 4 of Swords. Now the 4 of Swords is resting. It's like taking a break, and we have the 10 of Swords, which is betrayal. So I feel like your individuality has you've taken a break from your own personal growth for some reason. Your journey seems to have stopped, and the reason that it's stopped is because you kind of feel like you've been betrayed, or something has happened where this is your lesson. So there is a lesson coming up, or a lesson that you will be going through, where you will actually be needing to take a break from a situation because of betrayal, and this will stop your own personal growth. It'll kind of close you off in a lot of ways. So how can you overcome this situation? Oh, this card just jumped out. We have the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess, which is intuition. Really interesting. But that just jumped out. I'm just going to put that to the side, only because it's... actually, I'm going to put it back in and see where it comes back out. So how can you overcome this situation? Okay. How can box number 3 overcome this situation? How can box number 3 overcome this situation? Okay. Temperance and 7 of Swords. So, 7 of Swords is like defending yourself, and Temperance is creating something out of nothing. So in order to overcome this situation, we also have the King of Cups. There's a lot of intuition that needs to be taken into account, and we have this spiritual sort of awakening that can happen within yourself. We also have this whole balancing out of things, finding balance. We have the yin and yang energy right here, and defending yourself as well. So in order to overcome this situation, you need to be able to defend yourself and to be able to make... I don't understand how you can make magic happen, but maybe you can calm the situation somehow. You can turn it from a negative into a positive. But be careful with how you defend yourself. Obviously, if you say the wrong thing, it can come out the wrong way, which is why you had the King of Cups. Because King of Cups, you need to be more compassionate. So you need to show a lot more compassion in order to have these words come across the way you mean it to. So yeah, finding balance in a situation, finding the logic in it as well as showing them how things can be improved. So we do have a balancing act, the 2 of Pentacles. So trying to find that balance of yin and yang energies. Okay, so what are you going to learn during this time period? What are you going to learn during this time period? What are you going to learn during this time period? Okay, so we have High Priestess again. So that has come out again. So that's a really, really positive card. So I definitely see you stepping up, stepping into yourself. So after this rest period, you will definitely be able to step up into yourself. We have the 8 of Wands, which is you coming out on top afterwards. And we also have the 6 of Wands, definitely coming out on top afterwards, coming out the hero in the end. So whatever the situation is, you're going to be able to overcome it and be able to overcome it quite well. We have the 10 of Cups, which is you coming out really, really well, emotionally, spiritually. There's like a spiritual evolution I'm feeling, and this makes sense with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands can be a very spiritual card. So this is like you're dropping back from the more materialistic world and coming more into a more spiritual world, which is really nice energy. Any other advice for this time period for box number 3? Any other advice for full moon? Anything else? All right, so we have, should I take this card? I will. We have the Chariot, which is you moving forward, moving into greater things. We have the Knight of Cups, which is it could be a romance, but I feel like this is more your energy of coming, like seeing your wish, taking your wish, making things happen emotionally, spiritually. There is things that you need to be aware of, overcoming things. Now this could be overcoming this betrayal, because we have the Ten of Swords here and we have the Devil, so there could be a temptation to go back into this area, and also to argue a lot, because we have the Tower moment in reverse. Now this situation can be avoided if you're able to come to a compromise. So just be aware of your words, come across as more compassionate. And we have the Empress down the bottom, which is beautiful energy overall. So this is a really positive card. Just be aware of your words. And yes, you know, you will have this ultimate betrayal, but as long as you handle the situation the right way, you're going to be able to overcome it and transform into something really positive. And yeah, you're going to be just moving forward leaps and bounds. So overall, really positive energy. I'm not going to pull any clarification cards, only because I feel like this is just a really positive. Actually, I will for the Ten of Swords, because that is probably the one that is bothering me the most. I want to know the Ten of Swords. Please tell me about the Ten of Swords. Please tell me about the Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the Ten of... It could be a love situation. Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, I feel like there is a situation where you could feel like you need to defend yourself in a love situation, or in a situation with someone that you are close to. And you could come across as quite harsh or brash. They could too. Just remember, roles can be reversed. So it could either they come across as quite harsh. It could be quite hurtful. So just be aware. It's interesting because we have this Knight of Swords twice. So I feel like this is this person that is affecting you. That's not your energy. This is the other person's energy. So this Knight of Swords is the person that will come across as quite brash and just authoritative in a way, and quite cold. It could be a family or a love situation, because we have the Ten of Cups down the bottom, and we have the Five of Cups as well underneath that. So for a lot of you, this is to do with family, or to do with love, or to do with something or a situation in which you genuinely care about. And I think that's why it does hurt you and why you react so badly initially. But if you are able to control the way you react to the situation, then things will actually turn out quite well. It will be hard because you'll be tempted just to tell that person off. But things can turn out quite positive. And remember, you do have that Empress and you do have the High Priestess in your favor. In fact, if you are over to overcome this and over to calm the situation, things will turn out really positive. Now, is there an oracle message for box number 3? Is there an oracle message for box number 3? Oh, apparently there's lots. Is there an oracle message for box number 3? Is there an oracle message for box number 3? Oracle message for box number 3. An oracle message. Oh, here we go. We have 2. Whom in the the world are you is down the bottom. So that's getting to know the new you. So this is you. You're figuring yourself out. Follow your own good advice. Intuitively, you always know what to say and what to do. You often do the right thing. You're often able to overcome situations. So you will be able to overcome the situation quite easily as long as you trust yourself and trust the direction that you are going in. Belong in your own dream is the other one. So that to me is your rest period here, like taking a break from whatever this situation is. But it is also telling me that once again, you create your destiny. But they want you to step back from the situation and look at it from a different angle, because things will actually turn out okay. And you do have that strong ability to do that. In fact, you're very intuitive. You know how to handle the situation. I feel like you will be fine when this situation comes up. I don't know what this is in regards, but it's kind of like you know it's coming anyway. And that's why you want to step back from it. It's going to push you in a direction to step back because you know that it's coming up. But don't let it stop you from becoming the person that you're meant to be. Okay. And I hope this has helped. And that's my advice for you, box number 3. And have a great day.